So welcome everyone to another Airbrush Asylum video. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be a quick video, just a quick update on what's going on at the moment as far as what we've got coming up, and some pretty exciting stuff happening, which is really great. Obviously this time of year everything goes crazy, so let's get straight into it. As you can see behind me, I have been busy cleaning airbrushes for our students. So as much as I don't like cleaning airbrushes, as I'd imagine most of you don't, it is something that I make sure that I do for all of our classes to ensure that the equipment is nice and clean. Luckily, the last class looked after their airbrushes and I didn't have to do that much. So, you know, clean a few plunger assemblies here and there, you know, a few broken nozzles, this and that, but overall, relatively clean. So thanks to everyone who was in our last class and looked after the equipment. So we have some classes coming up this weekend. So I have my Level 1 Introductory Airbrush class for the complete beginner, as well as our Level 2 Airbrushing workshop. So these will be on Saturday and Sunday. They're full day classes. So be sure to check out our stories on YouTube as well as Instagram just to keep updated on what's going on. I will most likely put together a video as well featuring the highlights of both classes. So keep an eye out for that one as well on the channel. So for all of you people that are new to my channel, I do weekly videos, obviously airbrush related. So I cover products, do tutorials, I also do insights and much more. So consider subscribing if it is something that you're interested in, and by all means share this video out if you feel that it would be helpful to others. So getting on to tutorials. We have now wrapped up the Joker tutorial. Thank you to everyone that's watched it. I do hope that you enjoyed this 5-part tutorial series. I'm going to link up to a playlist somewhere around here so that you can check it out if you haven't seen it and view all 5 parts. Let me know what you think. I'd also love to hear your thoughts on the movie. So let's get some feedback going in the comments below. If you have seen Joker and you liked it, you disliked it, whatever that may be, leave it in the comments. I'd love to see what you all have to say. I did personally quite enjoy the movie. I thought Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job playing Joker, so credit to him. But let's move on to other things. Okay, so as I mentioned, our classes will be this weekend. The following weekend, I don't have any classes scheduled. So that's great because I can catch up on the work that I've currently got to complete, which, as you may or may not know from viewing the stories, I have been working on a World War II German warplane. So I am creating a weathering effect on that. So that's been very exciting. I'm just waiting for them to get a few more parts of the plane prepped so that I can go back in and continue weathering. So the 28th of November kicks off the Dru Blair course. So I have 2 classes that I'm hosting Dru for this year. We are doing the David Bowie male portrait course as well as the photorealism sampler course. I'll pop some links in the description if you are interested to book. I have limited spots available in the Bowie course, the male portrait course, but there are, I think, about 8 spots left or something like that in the sampler course. So if you are interested in either, all details as well as online booking will be listed in the description below. This will be the final year for Dru, so if you are interested in taking advantage of one of his classes, it is an amazing thing to do, trust me. I've been airbrushing for more than 20 years and it totally changed the way I paint. As you could probably tell from the Joker tutorial, I used a lot of those methods that Dru showed me in that tutorial series. So again, go check it out if you haven't. So yeah, last year for Dru, because he has other commitments in his hometown that he needs to sort out, and the Australian tour at the end of the year always clashes with that. He is also hosted, so obviously we host him here in Melbourne. He's also hosted by East Coast Airbrushing in Queensland, as well as Advanced Airbrush in Sydney and Perth. So if you are interested, you can look at doing any of those classes and contact the hosts. I'll put links in the description for that too, to make it nice and easy for you. So that is that. Also, I would love to hear from you guys. So for starters, if you have any questions for me, please put them in the comments. I've got a bit of an idea. I want to start to try and do 2 videos next year a week. I know that's a big commitment, but I'm going to try and add a video in. So I was thinking of possibly doing something like a Q&A, maybe a live stream. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And by all means, if you do have specific questions, leave them in the comments for me, because that way I can check those out and start to collect ideas. I may even start rolling some of those Q&A videos out before the end of the year. So once Dru leaves, then I'm going to finish off. Obviously, I'll do a video about the Krios airbrush that I featured earlier, which was kindly sent to me by Spray Gunner. I want to do an artwork video on that, as well as a comparison video against the Iwata CMC Plus Micron. So that should be coming out later in the year. But I'd love to start doing a bit more Q&A and possibly integrate that into a live stream. Which brings me to my next point as well. If you have any questions for Dru, put them in the comments so that I can ask him. And I may turn that into a video if he's okay to do so. We may do some interview or something like that. I'll see what he wants to do. But if not, at least if you've got questions for him, then put them in the comments and I can fire them at him and get some responses. It's always interesting to see what other artists, especially someone like himself who's been in the industry for so many years and a photorealism master. So if you have portrait related questions or airbrush related questions, you want to talk about his products, he has stencils, soft springs, the synthetic paper, whatever it may be, put it in the comments and let's get a real discussion going. I think that's going to be, going forward, the focus for the channel for 2020. Obviously, I want to continue to do all of my tutorials, but I want to, bring in some more discussion with this wonderful community that we've built and continue to build the channel and offer more and more helpful content for you guys. So there you have it. I think that wraps it up. I've probably rambled enough. I tend to do that. I get a bit into it and then just can't stop. But I do hope that you've found this exciting, all the things that we've got coming up, and somewhat informative. Until next time, go grab your airbrush, do some amazing artwork yourself, and I'll see you again very, very soon in the next video. Bye for now.